Yet another tragic victim of the November 11th, 1940 Armistice Day blizzard. The SS William B. Davock was a lake freighter that was constructed in 1907 by the Great Lakes Engineering Works at their St. Clair, Michigan facility for the Vulcan Steamship Company. The Davock was operated by the Vulcan Steamship Company from 1907 to 1915 in the Great Lakes. She transported cargo such as coal, iron ore, grain, and stone trades as well. In 1915, the Davock came under the management of the Interlake Steamship Company, Pickens, Mather & Co. While she was laid up for the winter in 1922-23 in Fairport, Ohio, she received reconstruction and updates. The Davock then resumed its traditional trade routes and patterns of coal carrying from ports in the Upper Lakes to Lake Erie, and she also continued her iron ore carrying from Lake Superior ports to the steel mills of Lake Erie and Lake Michigan. The Davock had a tonnage of 4,468 tons. She had a length of 420 feet, a beam of 52 feet, a height of 23 feet, and, you guessed it, a single-screw, steam, reciprocating, triple expansion steam engine. And the Davock had a crew of around 32. The SS William B. Davock's run came to an end on November 11, 1940, as the ferocious Armistice Day blizzard swept across the Great Lakes on late Monday afternoon. This was considered to be the worst storm to that point on Lake Michigan in particular. It saw wind gusts of up to 75 to 80 miles an hour, with rain then turning to snow. Several other vessels transiting Lake Michigan at the time were also caught in the lake without little warning at all, as the freak storm appeared on the lake. The Davock was making her way down at the time on Lake Michigan with a coal bound for Chicago. She more than likely was caught off guard like many other vessels and was overwhelmed at the height of the storm. Succumbing to the intense and very devastating winds and waves, she soon slipped beneath the waves to her final resting place at about 200 feet underwater below the surface, just 5 miles out from Little Sable Point between Ludington, Michigan and Pentwater, Michigan. None of the crew members, 32 to 33 cited at the time, survived. The Davock took them all down with her. It is theorized that the Davock may have actually collided with the Anna C. Minch at some point during the storm, which may have also factored into her sinking. In total, the storm took 2 vessels and their entire crews, the Davock and the Anna C. Minch as well. There were also several other vessels that were damaged or ran aground trying to escape from the storm's fury, such as the Novadoc. Overall estimates state that around 59 sailors were lost in what would be the worst maritime disaster on the Great Lakes since the Great 1913 storm. The wreckage of the William B. Davock was found upside down in May of 1972 by John Steele, Kent Bellrichard, and Bill Kors. She lies upside down on the bottom of Lake Michigan with her cargo of coal strewn about her, and her rudder is hard to port, with also damaged blades on the propeller. In early 2015, Michigan Shipwreck Research Association announced the results of a 2014 survey of the wreck, which revealed that the cause of the William B. Davock's loss may have been because of a broken rudder, which jammed against the propeller, breaking off one or more of the blades. This then rendered the Davock without any steering or propulsion. This, with the factors of the blizzard, wind, and waves, allowed the boat to fall into the roughness of it, where she was swamped and perhaps capsized before sinking, or, as other theories state, collided with the Anna C. Minch. And that unfortunately does it with this short story of the William B. Davock. I mean, there wasn't much to go off of kind of her earlier career, but she definitely met a very unfortunate end along with the NSC Minch. I mean, both those ships lost their entire crews in this horrible Armistice Day blizzard. I mean, what a very sad, heartbreaking tragedy. 59, 60 sailors dead? Just, wow. Just horrible like that, and tons of damage and stuff. But I do hope this video gives the crew members of the Davock some rest and honor, especially if there's any family members or friends still alive with it. Just reading about these ships that really get caught off guard out on Lake Michigan or Superior or Huron, for that matter, any of the Great Lakes. They're doing their thing, and then just these storms whip up so quickly, especially later ago in even the 40s. I guess weather predictions weren't quite as good still yet, especially as they are today. But yeah, what a tragedy. I do hope this video again gives them some peace, and that we can learn about it and not let it fade into the history of time. So may these sailors rest peacefully, and any family members or friends still alive, hopefully this does give them some honor. But with that, this story will come to an end, and I thank you all so very much for joining me again on Songs of the Great Lakes. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and do look forward to the next one. So until then, God bless you all.